Shit's about to go down, fellas. Let's do some shoulders. But first, we gotta do some tater cuffs. Some tater cuffs. Oh man. Okay. Alright. Hang on while I. Okay. Build some fucking boulder shoulders. Some boulder shoulders. Man, I gotta get my shoulders a lot bigger than they are. Problem is, I can go hard on the shoulders. As soon as I do that, hang on. Let me just get one set done here. I was saying is, I don't mind going hard on the shoulders, but as soon as I fucking do that, my rotator cuffs get so sore that if like one session I go hard on the shoulders, then the next 2 or 3 fucking sessions I can't go even medium, because that's how long it takes for the rotator cuffs to get kind of better. Yeah. Oh man. I think I know what to do anyway. I just need to fucking burn the shit out of them before I do any sort of pushing movements. Ooh. So I'm gonna have to spend like some more time to do rotator cuffs before I do anything else. Annoyingly. Because I can't live with small shoulders anymore. Well, not that they're not small, but I want to get them a lot bigger than they are. At least an inch on each side would be nice. It's easier said than done. Well, one done. Another, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 to go. 5 or 6 sets. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to like spend in it at least 15-20 minutes doing rotator cuffs. Unknowingly, if I want to get my shoulders to like, not just shoulders, even chest when I'm doing chest. So if I need to go hard on that, and I gotta work on my shoulders, which means I gotta work on my rotator cuffs. This goes to show you, if your shoulders are sore, there's no way you can do any sort of like pushing movement with a decent amount of weight, which fucks you up. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stick to one arm at one time. Finish that and then do the other arm. At this point, my left shoulder is burning. Well, this part, which is basically the back of your shoulder, you can think of it as the rear delt around here and kind of where the rotator cuff is. that's why I do this exercise the most, because it's the only work. You may have seen other people doing that or that. You know, I've tried them and they just don't work for me as much as this one does. When I'm doing this, it's just I feel like I'm isolating my infraspinatus, which is the so your rotator cuff has four muscles: infraspinatus, supraspinatus, teres minor, and major. Infraspinatus is the biggest one, and that's what is most prone to getting injured. And that's what I have. That's the injury I have. So this workout kind of works the infraspinatus the most. So kind of isolates it. But you just do what what works for you, and try all the exercises and see. It's like any other workout. Like just try different variations and see whichever works for you the best. The pain is already gone because it's nice and warmed up now. When I came into the gym, I could feel my cuff was sore. It's still sore, but it's kind of more flexible now. As you'll find, as you do more kind of reps, your range of motion increases. So as the blood flows in there. I'm gonna see you once I'm done here, and once I begin my shoulder workout. All right, 6 million reps done of rotator cuffs. Probably did around 300 or so. 20 something minutes, well, not 20, but 10 minutes spent on it. Not too bad. I do need to do a bit more, so I'm gonna do some of these here first, and then I'm gonna start with I might do another like maybe set or two of rotator cuffs. Once I'm done these, so they don't get any worse. Make some machines, some music. Right, first set coming up. Like a lightish weight when I'm starting out. This would be around 70% of my, well, not 70, about half of my max. Do 2 sets with this. Get the shoulders warmed up. Side lats warmed up. I don't know why I feel the back of my shoulders working more. Like the back of my traps or something when I'm doing this. I don't know why. That should only happen if I'm bending forward too much and doing that, which I'm not really. I don't know why it's happening. This bench has like a back here. Maybe I'm trying not to move my back at all and just go straight up and down. Obviously, I'm not going to use the same weight, but I think that's what I need. I need strict reps. I don't think strict. Right. Okay. Let's try a strict rep. I'm planning to do my forearms and abs today, and calves. Let's see how many of that I think I have to do, depending on the time. The shoulders, forearms, abs, and calves. I don't really train abs as much. I should, but I don't really care about them. Oh shit, I'm not. I wasn't being strict. No, that feels like shit, man. I gotta have some swing on me. There's no way with this weight I can do. But like that's even worse than my rotator cuffs. If I do that, not move my back at all, and just go there, fuck. No, no chance. I'd have to put down the weight a good bit. So I have to take my sip. I do like a sip after each set. One sip, one sip. Sister. EAAs. Says on the tin that you should have it half an hour before workout. I prefer to kind of do it during the workout, so I have something to sip on. And drinking more water as well. The water on its own tastes not as good. Okay, I can feel the weight can be increased. I need to be more. Did you see the difference there? After about 4 or 5 reps, I kind of went a bit smoother. That's better. Like that. Coming down a little bit slower. You feel it burn more. 2.5 kg more each side. That is going to be my 3rd set. I think I'm going to do another 2 with this. Increase the weight to another 2.5 kg. Another 2 with that. And I think that will be enough for the side lats. I'm going to do, usually I don't do any sort of pushing movement for shoulders, but I think I'm going to do it today. Maybe like a military press or something. Machine or barbell? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll worry about that when we get to that stage. So usually, like with other workouts that I do, I don't stick with like 8 to 10 reps here when I'm doing my shoulders. I don't mind going over 10, even 15, as long as I feel the burn. It's all right. Okay, one tip I can give you. So when you grab it, let me show you. When you grab the dumbbell, instead of grabbing it in the middle, try to grab it all the way up. So you kind of get a bit of a support with the end. Now, obviously, depends on the dumbbell. This is quite big, but at least for me, if I grab it right at the end here, and the gravity kind of pushes against your head of the dumbbell there. So instead of me grabbing this like all the way down or in the middle, I grab it right at the end here, and then I do it. It's easier to kind of just put it up. Try that and see how you feel. I feel it puts less strain on the shoulders. Less strain in a bad way. So grab it right at the end. But then I guess when you're actually doing the movement, the dumbbell is not going to be exactly parallel. It's going to have an angle to it like that. It's just easier. Damn it. Okay. Fuck, I think I'm gonna stick with this weight for a bit. Another set or two. Okay, so it's warm in here. Come on. These straps can be annoying. All right, I think I'm gonna stick with this weight instead of upping the weight. Usually I do like another 2.5 kg. I don't think I need it. All right, set number 5. It could be 6, but let's go with 5. I stopped counting up after about 4 sets. I think that's gonna be the last set, and then I might do some cable work, cable lateral raises. Let's see. All right. All right, some cable. So pretty much the same exercise I was doing with the dumbbells, but let's do like maybe 3-4 sets with the cables. I chose the cable because I'm gonna. So what I usually do is I do the dumbbells, lateral raises, and then I kind of do my rear delts. But I'm gonna do 3 sets of the laterals, and then I'm gonna do the rear delts. So we're gonna be here for a while. Instead of doing the dumbbells, I'll just do the cable rear delts. get a bit of extra stimulation. Yeah. I find also like stretching in between sets, especially when you're doing your chest or shoulders, is kind of opens you up. So put your hands, grab something like that, put a wall or something in between, like not in between, but you know what I mean, what I'm doing. So grab something solid each side, kind of do that. It's amazing for a nice rotator cuff stretch. You find like if you do that and then you look at your side pulses, stand. So if I do that for now, and then stand on the side, you'll see an instant difference on the way your posture is. Like kind of straightens you up a bit. It's really nice. So do that, like in between. It's amazing. Kind of like it's actually a physio who told me that ages ago. It works. All right. Man, I gotta check the time. Talking too much and doing too little. It's a real pain in the ass to kind of wrap around your straps, especially on cables. I already did the dumbbells, so I'm finding it easier to do it here. Not as sore. But you can see what works for you. You can start here, then go on to do the dumbbells, or do the dumbbells and then come here. Whatever works for you. And I gotta keep remembering to stretch in between. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll do one more here. And then I'm gonna do rear delts. I could at this stage increase the weight by one clip, but I think I'm gonna do a bit extra, 2 extra reps instead. Get a nice burn. I prefer to do it the other side, standing the other way, facing the other way, but I'm just doing this for the camera. Otherwise, you guys will see my back instead of seeing what I'm doing. All right. Running out of time. Okay, let's do some rear delts. Man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do everything that I plan to do. I'm gonna remove the handles for this one. I prefer holding on to these instead of the handles. I don't know, maybe because it's like with the handles, you're kind of doing that. Your hands are like that. I prefer to hold it, kind of be like that instead of that. It makes a difference in the way it feels. And I find I can use a bit more weight as well. Yeah. I can instantly feel the burn in my rear delts, exactly where it's meant to be felt when I hold the bar like that and go like that instead of like that. Oh, activity. Okay. So I'm not really counting how many I'm doing. I find with cables, like it's more about the feel for me rather than like doing a set amount of reps and a set amount of sets. So I'm just doing as much as I can before I can't do anymore. I'm talking about reps. Like I'll do around 5 to 6 sets, but rep wise, I fail around 15, maybe 12 to 15 reps. But I just do as much as I can. I'm not really counting. That's set number 3. I don't even know how many I did there. Stretch, stretch, stretch. I keep forgetting to stretch. Yeah, I'm gonna do another 3 sets. Feels good today. No pains, no aches. So why not? I mean, there's always pain in one of my rotator cuffs, left one. Like between a from 1 to 10, 10 being like severe pain, 1 being nothing, or 0 being nothing. It's around a 3 or 4 all the time. Well, it's around 2 all the time when I warm it up. No, yeah, so 2 around the time. If I don't warm up, it goes to around 6. To kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm trying not to take too much rest here. I'm running out of time. Oof. Come on. Yeah. Definitely ran out of steam there quicker. Um, so I was planning to do forearms, calves, and abs. I only have an hour left, so I don't think I'll get everything done. So I do my calves anyway when I'm doing shoulders, and I need around at least 30 minutes to do the calves. So that's it. That's not changing. I don't skip on my carbs. It's the body part I need to kind of grow. It's one of my weak points. So half an hour. So we have half an hour basically to do whatever else. So I'll either do forearms. Now forearms are not going to take me half an hour. Probably going to take around 15 minutes. Yeah, okay, yeah. Actually, within half an hour, I might be able to do my forearms and abs. Let's see. Because abs and forearms, they don't take long. 2 sets of each, like 15 minutes, not too bad. And the back of my shoulders are pumped as fuck. I can feel it. I'm still sore from my back workout, which was yesterday. So, man, I don't even remember what set that is. I forgot to count after 5 sets. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Then, well, then let's see. Let's see what it is. You'll find out. Either forearms or abs, or both. Now, if I did have more time, I would kind of bring a bit more variation into this workout by just adjusting the height of these. So obviously, the higher you go, you kind of work the muscle in a different way. So I kind of kept it steady in this one, but usually I would adjust it like 2 notches up or down, just to bring a bit more, to kind of work the rear delts in different ways. So bring a bit of variation in. Okay. You know what? Let's do that. 1 notch down. Why not? Fuck. All right. Good to go. I forgot. Still got to do the traps. Traps are included in shoulder days. So, and since I did do abs yesterday too, but they're kind of sore still, so I'm gonna skip on those. So I'm gonna do traps, maybe 15 minutes. Pretty much do like 1, maybe 2 workouts of traps, so nothing crazy. Don't want to get them too big. Traps. Then if you have time, forearms and calves. Then, well, let's see. Let's see how much time we got left after. Stand by. Man, my lower back is sore from yesterday's training. So obviously there's many trap workouts, but I kind of choose this one, even though this is a very injury prone movement. But if I find if I do it right, I get a very nice pump on my traps. And I'll tell you what I mean by doing it right in a minute. So I'm not trying to bring my arms all the way up when I'm doing this. So I'm kind of just going until here and coming down, not all the way up. So it's a very kind of feel movement. So you have to feel what's better for you. If you go all the way up, it may be okay for you. For me, it's not. For me, like what works is kind of halfway up and then down. I really feel the traps working. So they call mind muscle connection. And sometimes I even kind of, instead of doing this, kind of do that. Does that make sense? So from the side, you're not doing that, kind of doing that. So it's kind of like you're doing the front delts, but you're not. You kind of have to feel, this maybe comes with experience, but kind of feel that when you kind of lock your arms a little bit, not fully, but a little bit, do that way, you feel the traps working more. So I kind of variate in between those two movements. And then also between a wide and a medium grip. I wouldn't really go narrow, but like this would be like a medium grip for me, probably around the same width as my shoulders. So just about don't go all the way up. If I do go all the way up, 90% chances I'll get injured. 2 more sets here, and then either I go. Well, hang on. Let me do one set and check the time. Depending on that, let's see what happens. Oh, that's fucking. Some days you feel it really well working, like really well. Some days you don't. Today, I don't really feel it working on my traps as much. That does not mean they're not being worked. I'll still be sore tomorrow or day after, but it's just while you're doing it, you feel like it's not working. All right. 40 minutes left. Okay. I'm gonna stick here for another 2 sets maybe. Instead of me jumping onto another trap workout, maybe another 2 or 3 here. And then calves. So I'm gonna try a wider grip now. Do last 2 sets, 2 or 3 sets with a wider grip. It's not fully wide, but just a bit more wider than my shoulder width. Okay, that does feel better. I find the wider you go here, the more strain it puts on the traps. Whew. Okay. Man, if I wasn't using the straps here, I would be doing most of the work with my forearms and my biceps, especially in this movement. Like I use my straps for pretty much any pulling movement anyway, but especially here, I just got to use my straps. Otherwise, I just can't get the mind to think that use arms as hooks unless I use the straps. And when I do use the straps, then it's like, yeah, then it's easy. All right, so one more here, and then it's gonna be calf time. Time to build some calves. So a lot of people say calves are all genetics. It's true. I wouldn't say they're all genetics, but like you'd see a lot of like skinny guys or like just regular guys with massive calves. That's genetics. But that does not mean you cannot make them better. Everybody has like a strong point, weak points, whatever. My calves are my weak point, but they are a lot better now than they used to be, like let's say 5 years ago, because I didn't train them. I was like, well, never mind, they're not going to grow. They are going to grow. It just doesn't mean you're not going to get the growth. It just means it may not work as well as other muscle groups that are your strong points, but don't skip them. Yeah, I'm not going to have like freakishly massive calves. I can have freakishly massive chest, back, arms, if I wanted to, but not calves. That's just a reality. But that does not mean they cannot get better. And that's where you have to be realistic. Okay, I'm done. I'll see you on the calves. Okay, starting with leg presses for calves. Sometimes I start with seated calf raises. Now why not start with something? So I do seated calf raises, then I would do like leg press. Why not swap it around today? Get that variation. Okay. Seat number 1 coming up. I do like to remove my shoes when I'm doing calves. I find the shoes kind of give too much softness. I don't feel the calf working as much as bare feet. The only problem is it's very hard to kind of grip these things here because they're fucking sharp. So I find I can get a better stretch when I'm wearing shoes, but not when you're contracting it, it's not as nice. All right. And the thing I can tell you about calf training, the biggest thing that worked for me is don't bounce the weight. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But don't do that. Because when you do that, you're basically using your Achilles tendon, the muscle or the tendon that's just underneath the calf, to do all the work. So the way you want to do calves is you want to go down, up, squeeze there for a second, come down. Squeeze, come down. So I'll show you better on the seated calf raises, but you don't want to bounce the weight. Because as soon as you start bouncing the weight, the Achilles tendon, which is here, very strong tendon. I think it's the strongest tendon in the body, if I'm not mistaken. That does all the work. You don't want that. I used to do that, and my calves just, no matter how much I did it, next day, next 2 days, my fucking tendon would be sore as fuck, but my calves would not be as sore. And as I keep saying that, that's a very good way of finding out whether you're doing something right or not, is check out where the DOMs are happening the next day. If they're in the right place, then that means you've done the workout the right way. If you're doing your fucking biceps and your lower back is sore, well, then you're doing something wrong, and so on. So yeah, you don't want to. You want to kind of, the motion should be smooth going up, and then you have to kind of squeeze and stay there, hold the contraction stage for a second or two, and then get a deep stretch back up. And as soon as you do, you will see a difference very quickly. At least I did anyway. And so you have to be strict with calves, I guess. You can cheat a bit, but toward the end. So you see, I'm kind of, and I'm not just doing this for the camera. This is how I actually do it anyway. It's not like I'm doing it to show you guys, but I am. But that's how I kind of do it anyway. So up, hold it there, down, as much stretch as you can. Up, hold it there, down. My calves are already burning. Ooh. Obviously, you won't be doing as much weight, but that's fine. You won't need to do as much weight. Oh, fuck. Oh, on fire. Calves are on fire. I'm running out of battery. Another thing I find doing calves is if you try and do all the work with your kind of like the toes, but not with your toes, but the bone underneath the toes, whatever this, what do you call this part? So not your toes, but like just underneath that, the bone here, and you kind of like grip the weight there. So if you think about, this is your feet, so that's your sole. Well, it's not the sole really, but whatever that is. So these are your toes, and then the bone here. You're kind of doing that instead of gripping the weight like that. Hard to explain, but you're not doing that. You're kind of doing that, and use this to push the weight. That gets a really good contraction on the calf, I find. So let me try it here, but it's hard to do it, but yeah, that. So I'm trying to not grip the pad with my toes at all. It's just really the bone underneath there. I just instantly feel the calf working a lot more. And I feel the tendon working if I grip the weight with my toes. Oh, fuck. I feel a lot of strain on my tendon. Well, not a lot, but more than if I don't. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'll see if I can show you better later. A better example. Seated calf raises. Okay, so maybe I can show you better here how to do the calves. So, well, maybe I should not have put the weight on, but anyway, you wanna not bounce the weight, as I said. Go down, up, hold, down, up, hold, hold. And I'm trying to use the feet position, what I told you earlier. Trying not to use my toes as much as I can. Okay. Ooh. I need to reduce the weight a bit. Right. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Right. Need some rest. Pumped up. It's fucking tight as they can be. Got my skin fucking bursting out. Ooh. Yeah. Man, I'm running out of steam quick today. Usually my calves are not that tired. I've only done like 5 sets of. Feels like I've done 8 sets or something. Good pump though. That's the thing. Like when I used to bounce the weight too much using my Achilles tendon, as I said, I never felt a good pump on my calves, no matter how many reps, how many sets I did. Now I can do like 4 sets, 3 sets, and fucking blow up like balloons. So, and that's not that long ago, actually. Probably only about 6 months ago, figured that out. So you're always learning. Yes. All right, my battery's running low here, so still have one more workout to do. Do maybe another 2 or 3 sets, and I'll see you over at the standing calf races. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna do another set or 2 here. Call it a day. Don't have much time left.